Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you guys are warmer than we are. I texted a friend today and I said, listen, for all of you who told me that we were going to be inundated with snow, you people lied. I want some snow. It's cold, but I want some snow. Where's my snow at? All right, let's come on in. Hey Terry, so glad you're on. We had it all. We've had allergies, depression. My husband was depressed. He was on crazy meds forever. We had chronic worry. I had chronic worry. I shouldn't say we. Nobody else in my family. My husband was morbidly obese. I didn't even know. Hey, Suzanne. Oh, Nikki, that is cold. Okay, let me focus. He was obese. We had trauma. All of us had trauma. I had a lot of memories blocked. My son had a lot of memories blocked. We had a child who was shut off emotionally. There was a season when we had to not force, we asked Zion, buddy, listen, we need you to hug us and every day and tell us you love us, because that was not his story. He did not love us and he did not give us hugs, which that may not seem like a big deal to you, but in our family we're super touchy, and we knew that something had just totally cut him off. We said, look, when you say things with your mouth, your body will follow, and so will your brain. And this today, 3 years later, I can tell you my son is a different person. My son hugs us. I love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Hugs us before he goes to work. Gives us a big hug and a kiss when he comes home safely. And here's the deal, guys. This was our story. All these things that I've listed, this was our story. We had these things. This is past tense. I have a husband who is an incredible athlete. He is a phenomenal runner. He does not take medication anymore. I know all the doctors out there just went, what? Yeah, he took himself off the antidepressants. He did that all on his own. I no longer suffer with allergies. I know that may not seem like a big deal. I know we're talking about things, but it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. And I don't suffer with chronic worry. Guys, there was a time in my life I had to take Google off my phone because I worried so much. You know how it is. You get a something and you're like, I'm gonna check the Google. Oh my God. I got hiccups. I got the cancer. Does anybody else feel me on that? There was a time when Mark was like, dude, I'm gonna need your phone. Let's delete this app. That was all the crazy brain that was going on up here. So worried, so fearful. So fearful. Guys, Jesus said he came so that we could have life and have it to the full. Have it abundantly. And if you don't know Jesus, here's me. Just pause. Just hang with me for a moment, because I'm about to talk to the Christians in my audience. And then if you don't know Jesus, you can just come back in a few minutes. Stay with me, but just come back. He said that he came to give us life and give it abundant. And yet, so many of you guys, you still are walking around like, oh, well, fallen world. Why do you still have allergies? You would say, well, it's a fallen world. What do you want? Query. True or not true? Every person that encountered Jesus got healed? True? Yeah? You guys agree? True. He did not go up to people and say, dude, I would love to heal you right now, but fallen world, sucks to be you. Moving on. I got to go die for some people. That's not what he did. And guys, can I share with you today, same story. He said, yeah, in this life, you're going to have trials. Sometimes it's hard, trials, but be of good cheer. I have overcome it. It's overcome. So, now what? So now here we have this laundry list of nonsense, right? And we're wringing our hands and we're like, I don't know what to do. When I learned how to unmake cancer, that is literally, P.S., how our story began. Zion had cancer. For those of you who are new to Jen Weir and all of our family's silliness, 8 years ago and 2 months, my son was diagnosed with malignant melanoma. He was 9, tumor on his neck, blah, blah, blah. We were able to not do chemotherapy because, thank you, Jesus, it was stage 2B. And so by law, we were still under that, okay, you can wait and see. So I did the Google, right? I'm like, okay, the Google, help me here. How is cancer made? Kind of like just doing that research. Oh, and then I learned you can unmake that nonsense. Wait, what? That's right. Because here's the deal. All cancer is just an abnormal regeneration of cells. Oh, all we have to do is make them regenerate normally. What, like it's hard? No, it's not. And so then, once we defied all those doctors, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. You mean there's other things we can do here? Mm-hmm. So I wondered, what else can I unmake? Can I unmake depression? Can I unmake allergies? You see what I'm saying? See where I'm going with this? Turns out when you ask and when you pray and when you talk to the one who was like, I came for this purpose. Guys, so many of you Christians are like, yeah, Jesus came so that I could spend eternity with him. Yeah, that's a huge bonus. Totally great. I get it. But P.S., he also came for some other stuff too. So you can be free. Free. It's my favorite word in the whole wide world. Free. Turns out when you ask him, he shows you. Most of you guys know my prayer was, God, save my son. Show me how to do this. Let's do this together. Because I'm always like, I feel like Jesus always needs my help. And I think, and some of you will laugh too, because I don't think he does. He's like, I got this, Jen. Don't you worry. I'm like, no, I got some really good ideas. He doesn't always want my ideas. I'm his little helper, right? So I'm going to ask you guys, what are you waiting for? I watch you. I was a hairdresser for 100 years. I people watch for a living. And now it's what I do. I should tell people when they say, what do you do for a living? I people watch. I literally, like on the subway, I people watch. I hear you. I listen. I listen to your stuff. I listen to your worries, to your fears. I listen and I watch over and over and over the diagnose, the wringing of the hands, the popping the Zyrtec. I get it. I mean, I listen. Here's the answer. Plants. Plants are always your answer. Plants are the answer. Plants will always be the answer. Always. What food you eat. How much water you drink. What are you choosing to put on your body and in your body? If you are, so I got two people that I'm talking to. People who use plants, people who don't use plants. For those of you who use plants like I use plants, right? Like it's my job. Because it is. So for those of you who are like me and you use plants, and you're like, you still got the this, the that, the other thing. And you're going, I'm like, here's me. You know what to do. You are choosing to not be set free. It's a choice, my friend. It is a choice. It is a choice. Somebody needs to hear it again. There is a choice. There was a choice, for me to look. What is this symptom? Blah, 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 right? On the Google. Or it was a choice to go, I trust. And you know what? If I'm feeling off this way, I'm going to use this plant that I know that can help that thing. it is a choice. If I, my husband, anybody else in my family who is feeling low mood, depressed, you can ask Mark Weir. He'll say, ooh, I'm feeling blah, 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 whatever. It's like, well, you know what to do. My God, we have all these bottles of stuff. Go do the things. Go do the things. Guys, do the things. If you are not using your plants that you have in a way that is setting you free, I'm going to ask you why. What are you waiting for? Some of you guys have these plants and you're a research fanatic. I love them. You people make my eye twitch. I'm just going to be straight up with you. For those of you who are like, ooh, Jen, I know, no, I got to research that. Okay. But here's me. Can I just talk to you, researcher, for just a minute? Can I? You look at 7 of us. You guys watch our lives. I mean, like, we have no secrets. So what you see on Facebook, it's truly what you get. We're not that family that's like, we got this perfect life and da-da-da. Please. Y'all want to see my kitchen filled with sink full of dishes? Because my people decided to go buy Christmas cookie stuff? You've watched us. You watched my son have malignant melanoma. They said it would be back 18 months, like a year, 18 months tops. 8 years later, Wero cancer is your sting. You ain't here. You know why? Because we unmade you. Bye-bye. You watch that. Maybe you don't know that I had allergies so debilitating I couldn't even go visit my mom. But that's our story, and I don't anymore. Maybe you don't know my husband, Fat Mark, that we used to call him. Honey, throw up a picture of yourself, big. So funny. He looks like an inflated Michelin man. Maybe you don't know that. But I'm here to tell you, you see it now. What are you waiting for? What are you exactly looking for? Do the things. Trust. Guys, these plants that God gave us so many years ago, like thousands of years ago, they talk about them in here. And they did the things. They ate them. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. Plants heal. Socrates said. Food for medicine. Right? If you do not use plants, here's me. What are you waiting for? If you have watched me and my husband, or maybe you're friends with him because I tag him and everything and he tags me and everything. If you're friends with him or you're friends with me and you've kind of watched us and you've seen, come on, you have seen the change. For those of you guys who've known me since high school, some of you guys, you know how they do, like your reunion, like, oh, I'm going to find all my friends from high school. I don't know why, but okay, it's super fun, kind of catch up. But if you knew me in high school, which I know, thank God we all changed, or even in my 20s, or my early 30s, and you see the difference, come on. I'm going to ask you, hello? Guys, can I tell you, I'm 45. I feel way better. I look way better. That's right, I feel like I look fabulous. If you can't look in the mirror and say, there's a hottie right there, then we need to talk, sister. But I feel like I am better looking now than I was 20 years ago. Who was it? Abe Lincoln said after 40, you're responsible for your face. Do you guys look better than you did 20 years ago? Guys, what more proof do you need? What more proof are you looking for? You know, I watch you guys and you do like the this diet and the that diet and you're looking for all the things. I'm like, how's that working for you?